What's going on, everybody? The Germ here at a local car show, Hyde Park Car Show here every Thursday night here at the, I guess kind of the Advanced Auto Parts, but everybody really knows the plaza for the Stop and Shop over here. But yeah, I've been wanting to come here for a while. It's hard because I get out of work so late that usually when I get out and I pass by, there's not many cars here at that point. So made it, and there's cars here. Let's check it out. All right, so there's not a lot of cars here. It's a smaller car show, but I'm amazed at how many awesome cars are here. I'm going to start off here with this. This is my favorite car at the show right here. I mean, come on, how could you go wrong? It's a school bus. It could carry like 15 people. You could cook for yourself. You could sleep in it. That thing's awesome. I mean, come on. Okay, in all seriousness, Corvettes are my favorite. These are my babies. I love Corvettes. I've had Corvettes in the past. I have no Corvettes anymore. I've had 3 of them. I had what I have, an 04, a 2008, and a 2012. Nothing like this Stingray. I'd love to have something like this. Pretty cool. Cool thing about New York State is easy to tell what year. I'm gonna guess on this before I look. I'm gonna say 1978. Let's see. Let's see if I'm correct. So you can look at the registration, and wow, I was way off. 1973. Beautiful, beautiful Corvette. Now, I'm not as familiar with the older vehicles as I should be, but I don't know, the big Camaro emblem on the side gave it away here for me. I was never a Camaro guy. I do like Camaro. What is it? 67. Not a 2007. You can tell it's not a 2007. Just simply by looking at the cassette deck in there. Oh, it's a stick though. That's awesome. You know, they don't make a lot of cars with stick anymore. I don't know. People forgot how to drive. Now, unfortunately, it doesn't look like they could get all the vehicles out of the way, but I don't know. Remember the old family truckster, the wagon? I have a feeling that this big engine is not supposed to be under the hood. That is a oversized engine. What is this? This looks like an Oldsmobile. I could be wrong. This is a Chevrolet, 1978 Chevrolet. Wow, this is 78. Yeah, that's not supposed to be in there. Imagine pulling up to the light and some dude pulls up to you with a wagon. You're like, yeah, whatever. And then he just takes you and you're driving like a Corvette or something. Just gave away my first Germ sticker. I'll show you guys in a second. Wow, look at that. That guy's leaving. I didn't even get to check that out. That's awesome. Oh, I wish he wasn't leaving. Maybe he's just showing up. That's cool. Look at that vintage truck with a vintage trailer. But let's check out this Dodge real quick. You know, a lot of people don't know this. They don't call them Dodge trucks anymore. They're actually Rams now. I walked by this before. I want to say it was a 78. Nope, I'm sorry, way off. 1993. 1993. It looks older than 93. Yeah, look at that wood paneling on the inside. End of that era. Thank God. It reminds me of the old days when we had you know, the VCR and the, you know, the big TV console. Everything seemed to go that color, but this is pretty cool to see a truck here. Hopefully one day my truck looks like that and still looks that good when it's 30 years old. All right, so this car here is pretty special. This, I know the owner, and it's a pretty cool car. Old school Trans Am. Let's check this one out. All right, I'm not gonna act like I know anything about cars anymore. This is a 1982, 2 years after I was born. So it would have been 2 when this came out. But look how beautiful this is. Guy, the owner of this is actually fixing something for me that is not car related at all. It's at my Super Nintendo kiosk. But look at this. This thing is beautiful. And it's a driver. Standard transmission. Look at that, 98,000 miles on it. So it's gonna hit 100,000 soon. It's a driver's car. That's awesome. And look at this. This is what's cool. You got a small back seat. You can bring the kids with you. And T-tops. Nice. We just got done looking at the Trans Am, and right next to the Trans Am is this Camaro. Basically the same thing as the Trans Am, right? They're very similar cars. This one's a couple years older. Guy was telling me original engine transmission, which is impressive when I tell you guys what kind of mileage this has on it. He is the original owner. This is a, what do you say, 1979. 45 years. You ready for this, guys? He had this for 45 years. Original owner of this car. That is awesome. I'm I'm gonna squeeze by you. Hopefully I don't trip over your foot. And look at this. This is the crazy part. I don't know if we're gonna be able to see it or not. He said he has 181,000 miles on this. 181,000 miles, holy crap. Original engine and transmission, not even rebuilt. Look at that, you got your money out of that car for $8,417. Holy smokes, you ain't touching a, well, Trans Ams don't exist anymore. Camaros actually don't exist anymore either. But I don't know, you wouldn't touch a Camaro for anywhere near that today. You couldn't even touch it. You couldn't even get a Honda Civic at this point for that. Pretty cool. Definitely give me Smokey and the Bandits vibes, for sure. Look at this thing. This is the only go-kart here, I can assure you. And the driver, the owner of this, told me this can go up to 100 miles an hour. I would be so frightened to go 100 miles an hour in this thing, but he said he got it up to 60 miles an hour. This is cool. This definitely screams Mario Kart vibes times like 100. I would just want to carry around banana peels and throw them behind me. You guys know what I'm talking about. Now, I don't know much about these, but I remember, I don't know if it's the exact same thing. I remember years ago, my brother used to get Motor Trend in the mill, and they had these Shelby kit cars just like this one in the back of them. And you could basically buy them and then you build them. You had to get your like own crate motor and all that stuff. And they were cheap. They were like, you know, you got the kit, it was like maybe 10 grand, 12 grand. Don't quote me on that, I remember. This is a long time ago. But that's basically what this is. This is a kit Shelby car, but what's so impressive about this car is this was built by high school students at the school that I went to high school with. Or not, I didn't go to high school with them, but they went to the same high school as me. Spent about $50,000 on it. They work on it one period a day, and for the whole year. And this thing is awesome. This is so freaking cool.
Again, this song is my boy Elby Shane.
I just want the motor. He's like, yeah, that's it.
That's so fun. That's cool that students built it. That's very meaningful. They must feel very accomplished to build this car. Unfortunately, none of them probably ever get to drive it. That's the only sucky part. Now, there is no way we can look at every single car here, but I'm gonna give you guys, this is a, let's see, 63 Ford, and then you guys do the rest. Fill me in. Let me know what this is in the comments below. This is when car dashes looked awesome. Look at that. That's detail, man. I don't think car dashes look any cooler than that. Now we're gonna have cars in junkyards 20 years from now with all these digital displays that are dead. It won't look anything like this. This looks awesome. This will last forever if you take care of it. What a beautiful interior. Here we go. This reminds me of back in the day, you know, watching Grease. This is cool. I'm gonna say that a lot, I have a feeling. I've been saying that a lot already. Not sure, was this not a Bel Air? It doesn't look like a Bel Air. It could be a Bel Air. 1953. What kind of car is this? Not a Bel Air, is it? It is a Bel Air. Hey, look at that. I got an old car right. Yeah, this has definitely been altered quite a bit. Still looks pretty cool, but a little bit modernized. This is definitely, looks like my last Corvette. My last Corvette was a 2012. Looked just like this. Was a stick, just like this one here. Let's see what year this is. Mine was my last one was a 12. This is a 2007. I did have one, but look at this. This was the affordable American sports car. Look at that, $46,690. You know, you could. This was a realistic car that people could afford. You know, and look how great that looks still. Oh, I missed my Corvette. I should have kept one of them. Look at this. This is what I would call a boat. I don't know where you would park this thing. It would fit nowhere. 1978 Chrysler New Yorker. This thing is gigantic. I would love to know how long this car is. It is a very long car. And the owner's information said it was unrestored. Gotta say, I love the interior cushy seats. Man, those look nice. Those look like grandma's couch. I'll tell you what, I wonder how many bodies can fit or have been fit right in that trunk right there. At least 2 or 3 for sure. The owner was back here. We were talking about parking this. He heard me talking, and we wonder if parking spots were bigger back in the day. If anyone knows, let me know in the comments below, because I don't understand how cars like this were parked in parking spots. I used to go to Wildwood, New Jersey a lot, and it's funny. The one motel I always stay at was called the Pink Champagne, and my aunt and uncle owned, God rest in peace, the two of them, owned a motel called the Seabird, and the parking spots were small. Even my compact car could not fit in those parking spots with everybody opening the doors. Like, you couldn't open the doors. You had to, like, the driver would park the car, the passengers would get out of the car and open the doors, you know, get out of the car before they got to the parking spot, because you couldn't open the doors and park next to somebody because the spots were so tight. But the interesting part is all those motels down in Wildwood were built during the doo-wop time, the 50s and the 60s. So cars were bigger. Not every car, but cars were bigger. So how did these guys park these cars? I don't get it. But he said this thing drives like a dream. I was surprised to hear that. It looks like you'd have dreams in it, because I would fall asleep in those seats driving because they looked way too comfortable. So we're just gonna skip a couple cars here. Think Impala. You guys help me out. That someone's got their motorcycle. This thing's cool. Look at this old car right here. That looks fun. This has got to be the oldest car at the show today. Let's see, 29. 1929. That's cool. It's got the old New York plates on it. Is this a Model A? Is that why it's got an A on it? It's got the running boards on it. Let's see what the interior of this. Oh my God, look how basic that is. Very cozy. You're gonna have your wifey sitting right next to you, so hopefully you like her. Cool. So the owner showed me something cool. He had this little Kermit the Frog back here. I had noticed it, but I didn't really say anything. That's been pinched back there. 1989, did you say? Yeah. 1989, he's been stuck there. You can tell he's like an older Kermit. That's funny. His legs just stuck right in there. Poor Kermit. All right, if I was gonna drive an old vehicle, if I had all the money in the world, this would probably be it. This thing just looks bad. 1940 Plymouth PT 105 pickup. No, I don't know anything about vehicles, but it says it on the sign, so. This is cool. Of course, I have my own pickup truck. It is a Ram. Look at the fan in there. That's so funny. Oh, this is so cool. The little bed, little tiny tailgate. Imagine going to a football game tailgating in this. That's cool. Very nice. It's got the little spotlight on the side. It's definitely been restored. Look at it. That paint is shiny. Beautiful truck. There's another car I could see racing down the road back in the day. All the 18, 20-year-olds back in the day. Instead of Honda Civics, they were driving these. Cars that actually looked badass. It's not the kids' fault, though. This is they don't make stuff like this anymore, man. You know, they don't even make Camaros anymore, which is crazy. You know, imagine driving this back in the 50s and 60s. That would be awesome. I know I'm saying it over and over again. This is cool. 1966 Oldsmobile Tornado. Actually, know the kind of the owner. I guess it's the owner's future wife. It was her grandmother's car. What a beautiful color. It was definitely restored. He did mention that. They're gonna let me check out the inside. This is cool. I like the color. Look at that, 1966. He said it's a driver. And oh my God, do you guys remember these? These were the worst. Am I gonna have any problem opening this thing? Oh, look at that. Sit in it. Oh, and you got the keys in it. I can just drive away. Look at that. Oh my God, that is comfy. Wow, this interior is beautiful. Look at the dashboard. If you guys could see how spacious this is, it's absolutely amazing. Wow. Look at it. It had power windows and everything.
Yes.
Oh my gosh. This is gorgeous.
The steering wheel tilts and also telescopes.
That's like a common feature today, but I guess back in the day that wasn't very common, that it telescoped and tilted. Wow. Beautiful car. What's the red light here? It's probably something silly and simple, but
It's a four-way.
that's the four ways.
Yes.
Really?
It's an afterthought, so they just put it underneath the dash.
Interesting.
Yes.
Wow, look at the push button. This is for air conditioning and everything.
Yep.
That's pretty cool. Yeah, look at this, guys. That's pretty neat. Wow, this is a beautiful interior. Look at that, this keyhole right there. Plenty of starts and stops. None of that push button crap. Pretty cool. I was always a fan of this body style Camaro. I wanted a Camaro so bad. I remember my cousin in New Jersey had one of these, and they took it away real quick from him. He was definitely speeding quite a bit. I don't remember what year his was, but 2001. This was cloth seats. It's a stick. Definitely an aftermarket radio. I gotta say though, it sucks that 90s interiors, you know, all these interiors from now on are just not gonna hold up. This car's in beautiful condition. It's just, you'll never get interiors like the cars you had up until the 70s. You know, it's just not the same anymore. Not that the cars aren't beautiful, they are in their own right. I love the exterior, but the interiors, man, they don't hold up. I look back at some of my Corvettes and they just look so plasticky. So we got another Model A here, Ford. This one a 1930. Again, this one's a coupe. Look at the interior on this bad boy. Look at this. Definitely a cozy interior. Just perfect for two. I don't know where you're going with this thing. It does have a massive trunk. I wonder how big that actually is. Is it actually big back there?
Rumble seat.
Oh, that's a seat. That's not a trunk. So that's for people to sit back there. That's pretty cool. I don't know if I would want to sit back there, but I guess maybe in a parade or something. That'd be kind of cool. Right next to the Corvette, we have this awesome car right here. It says a 36 Grape. I love the color. The paint job's awesome. It's the street rod on the front. Wow, look at that. That is sharp. You know what this reminds me of? I hate to say it. It kind of reminds me of PT Cruiser, but this is way cooler than a PT Cruiser.
I did the handshake.
All right, lots of Corvettes.
Come on, Sean.
Stingray, I got it. Another Stingray. This is what made me, this is the car, guys, I'm not gonna lie to you, this is the car that made me fall in love with the Corvette. My first ride in a Corvette was in a Stingray in Hotlanta. I know you're not supposed to call it Hotlanta, but that was my first ride in a Corvette, and it was a Stingray, and I remember it was hot as hell. That car, it was hot to be in there. It was during, it was actually about a week before the Olympics. I was in one back in 1996. Gorgeous car. I was just told this vehicle was abandoned. Someone just left it here. Oh, I think I might take this one home. It's missing its hood. But yeah, we could take this. It was 1932. Woo! Look at that. That's an interior. Wait till you see this. Wow. That is nice. All that chrome black leather. I could drive this. Could you guys see me driving this? I wonder if they finance. Well, it's abandoned, so I guess I could just kind of take it, right? I gotta check this out. I was hoping that they were leaving their parking. This is super cool. Look at this old Ford truck with a matching trailer. Not the same color paint, but I think that's all right. What year is this truck? 1949. Let's see what the interiors look like in 49. All right, a little bit of plastic, But I know they had these cool wood beds back then. There's even an old bike back here. These guys went all out. Trailer and everything. Look at that trailer. All aluminum siding. I don't know if anyone's in here. We're allowed to check this out, maybe look inside. Ooh, a big foot. Look at that. They got the door open. I wonder if this is, they actually use this. Holy smokes, happy camper. Wow. That's cool. I could see myself driving something like this. This looks fun. You can tell all these are newer appliances, newer coffee maker, but it's got the right colors. That is super cool. Yeah, I could see myself having a camper like this. Maybe one day. I was talking about it. I was talking about those Airstreams. Those things are sick. I don't have a place to park one. I also don't have unlimited money. I would love to have an Airstream. They are expensive. I saw one used for $40,000. Turns out that's actually a pretty good deal. But they're a lot bigger than that one, but they're the chrome trailers, kind of similar to that, but that is not an Airstream. That's just a aluminum siding, but that is super cool. I love the combo there. That looks really, really cool. This Classic just pulled up. We actually went to this guy's garage still the other day. sold me some cool stuff. Look at that. Green interior, no headrest. That's beautiful. All right, let me know in the comments below if there's anyone that's older that's watching. If you had anything cool like this, any of those cool old cars, even if you're younger, you know, I told you some of the cars that I had. Let me know if you guys had anything like this that was super awesome. All my stuff, of course, is modern, but I think I still had some pretty cool cars. I think this is gonna be the last vehicle we show you. I've seen this one around town before. Old Ford van. What year is this? 1966. Reminds me of Scooby-Doo. Econoline van. Look at that. Oh yeah, that's a cool interior too. See, something like this looks like it would even be fun to drive. Double doors in the back. Well, guys, I think that's gonna do it here for the cruise night. They invited me to another show to come check out. It's I want to say it was July 22nd. It's a Sunday, so it's somewhere around there. If July 22nd isn't a Sunday, it's that weekend. It's at the old Hyde Park Motors dealership, which is now a farmer's market. So if you're around and you want to go check out a cool show, he said over 100 cars show up to that show, and it's only that one for the year. So that's going to be a cool one. So we're going to try to make it that one. So, you know, maybe you'll have the chance to meet me if you're in the area. So show up July 22nd, 2024. And that's at the old Hyde Park Motors. It's basically diagonal from the town hall. So if you have no idea what I'm talking about because you're not from this area, it's across from the town hall. So thanks for watching, everybody. Like, share, subscribe. Check out the Germ Facebook page. And thanks for watching. See you in the next one. Oh, no. The cops showed up. The fuzz is here. Nah, they're just hanging out.